And now you can see the Backseat Mogul Show in all its video glory on our YouTube page at roughedge.tv. It's tiki time at Harbor Cove Cafe. Dive into the tropical paradise at the end of Spinnaker Drive in Ventura with vibrant drinks, delicious bites, award-winning fish and chips, and more. Now featuring extended hours and happy hour, Fridays from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday and Sunday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Harbor Cove Cafe, the hidden treasure at the end of Spinnaker Drive. Visit harborcovecafe.net for more information.
Showbiz is a cruel and shallow money trench, a long plastic hallway where thieves and pimps run free and good men die like dogs for no good reason. There's also a bad side.
Well, look at this. This is the Backseat Mogul Show live from the Ventura Harbor. Can you hear that? I hope you can hear the seal in the background. He's barking angrily. I am Scott Bolton. I am the Backseat Mogul. This is the Backseat Mogul Show where we talk about show business. That's JohnyD right there.
Good morning.
And we're broadcasting from Ventura Harbor because our studio is under construction. So it's actually done, but I don't know how to run it. So so next week I got a couple of lessons scheduled to go in there and run it, and we should be back up by Friday Shot Day show. But until then, we're doing the show this way, and I know it's a little weird and it feels a little weird, but it's a much better background. Check that out. That's beautiful. A little gloomy today, but not too bad at all.
I almost slid off this thing.
That would have been very funny, and we would have had it on camera.
Yeah.
We could have that would have made us go viral.
Not like the bowling.
No, the bowling we didn't have enough on camera.
That would have. I wished I could.
You probably heard the story, but we were all bowling, and John tried to stop because he was going to cross the foul line. Well, the boards are all oiled. So John didn't stop. He continued down through the lane, stumbling, ended up tumbling over into the other lane on his back. It was hysterical.
Yeah, and the thing is, the bruise I ended up with on my side.
It looked like Argentina.
Yeah.
Looked a lot like Argentina.
And it was so funny. I mean, between Scotty and his brother, I don't think Park was involved. No, it was Scotty, Park. Your brother was laughing and doing video.
As soon as he found out you were okay, he started filming.
Yeah, and then the guys that were run the desk, they came down and they had to drag me off.
We couldn't get him to stand up because it was so oiled, and we had to take him by the legs and drag him off into the thing.
And I was begging them, please tell me you guys have that on video. I'm not going to sue you. I just want to post it because it's funny.
Yeah, but they wouldn't give it to him for obvious reasons. So anyway, I really hope you can hear that sea lion or whatever it is in the back. Probably not though, because our microphones are directional. So it probably doesn't work that way.
No, what if we did this when he starts again?
Oh, no, it won't be. It's not going to work. Anyway, so this is the Backseat Mogul. We're going to talk show business. Here's the good news. Both John and I don't have notes. So we're going to just talk about stuff that we can remember off the top of our heads from this week, and we'll take it from there. It's not much. I will tell you to start with, I did finish the new season of Poker Face, the show starring Natasha Lyonne, and it's just as good as the first season. It's so modern and yet so old-fashioned at the same time. It plays just like those old ABC movie of the weeks, Murder Mystery of the Week or whatever they were called. Like Macmillan and Wife and Heck Ramsey and Columbo. It plays especially Columbo. It especially plays Columbo because McLeod. But Columbo, she does this all the time in the series because she'll turn around to somebody and she'll say, "One more thing." She does that a lot.
There they go again.
The sea lions again. But she is just amazing in that show. I don't know how she did not get nominated for an Emmy. I don't know. There's just no way that should have happened. And the writing is sharp and funny. The mysteries are usually pretty good. Sometimes they're a little silly. Like they had one recently about an alligator. And for the most part, it was this big CGI alligator walking around. And, television CGI is not as good as movie CGI. I mean, movie CGI has come a long way. Just go see the new Superman movie. The special effects are amazing. This one, not so much. But that's not even so important as just spending time with Natasha Lyonne and her character. Those of you who don't know, she plays a woman who has a unique gift. She can tell if somebody's lying seconds after they say the lie. They'll say, oh, no, I was down at the beach. And she'll say, bull stuff. We'll say stuff for this show. And instantly, because she knows they're lying. And of course, it drives everybody crazy. It's why she's on the run. She's on the run because she was playing poker. And she could tell everybody's tells and always win at poker. And they figured out her secret. And they were chasing her down to kill her, to stop her from doing that.
Now I know who this is. What network is this on?
This is on, I think it's on Netflix.
Oh, I was hoping it was going to be on Prime.
It's not. I'm sorry. It's on Peacock. It is on Peacock. That's what
okay.
Yes, and it's by far one of my very favorite shows on television. So that's been a good week. I've been enjoying that. We didn't go to the movies this week.
Nope.
So because John's healing up from his his attempted murder attempt by his doctor.
What? Okay.
Well, doctor attempted to kill you and he didn't succeed.
He stabbed me 5 times.
See, that's what I mean.
5 times in my belly.
But so his surgery went well, and he's, as you can see, he's recovered quite nicely. So we didn't get to the movies, but we'll go see Fantastic Four on Monday. Looking forward to that. Seems to be doing pretty good box office.
Yep.
Not terrific box office, though. It looks like it's not doing quite as well as the Captain America movie did, which surprises me. But it is. I mean, how many times have you been stung by the Fantastic Four so far?
Besides Fantastic Four, what else opened this weekend that's going to hurt it?
Or
is it relying strictly on like Superman and the things that
I think that those are its big competitions.
Yeah.
Superman and Jurassic Park, which is still killing it. Even F1 still in the top 5.
Yeah.
So
such a good movie.
Yeah, but it's not going to make its money back.
Yeah.
Not even close. That's the good news about Superman. I thought the budget was $400 million. It was only $225 million. So it will make its money back. But with F1, which was close to $400 million, it's not going to make its money back.
Well, I'm hoping with the rumors that we've heard that there will be a collaboration between Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt to do a F1 NASCAR type crossover.
I don't know if that will happen now because of the box office for F1, especially because how much does it cost to put those two guys in a movie together?
That's true. But then again, we're talking Tom Cruise, and look at the stuff that he's done and managed to say, hey, I want to do this.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like Spielberg. Spielberg goes to them and says, I want to do this. Oh, okay, here's some.
Yeah, Tom Cruise not so much though. Tom Cruise, in fact, one of his films that he was working on, I believe, was Emily Blunt. I think the studio wouldn't pay for it. They said, no, we're not going to give you that budget, and so he just pulled the project. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, it's not quite like Spielberg level where they just say yes, but and the problem is that the last 2 Mission Impossible movies did not do as well as they hoped. They did very well, but not as well as they hoped. So that doesn't. And again, you're talking about a $300-400 million budget.
Yeah,
it's just almost impossible to recoup that unless you're James Cameron and you're making a movie called Avatar. Then you're okay. I still am surprised at how well Avatar 2 did at the box office, because I thought for sure people would have forgotten about it, that it'd been 10 years. Nope, another $1 billion in the pockets.
I saw Avatar. Honestly, I cannot remember if I saw Avatar 2. And 3's fixing to come out.
I don't think fixing's the right word. It'll be a while, because I think they were going to do them on an annual basis and they've changed it. I don't think it's out till next year. I could be wrong, but it doesn't matter. Avatar movies always make money, and there's a reason for it. James Cameron's just a hell of a filmmaker, so that does that as well. What else did I watch this week that was interesting? Started watching a show called Untamed on also on Netflix. It's again, Poker Face is on Peacock, but Untamed is on Netflix, and it stars Eric Bana, who's always great. Eric Bana is always great, and my wife likes him because he's cute. He did, yes. I first ran into that guy, and I mean, movie-wise, when they sent me a film called Chopper, and he played this real-life criminal from Australia, and the dude was scary. He was terrifying in that movie. And it was also funny in that movie because it was like a very realistic crime thing, where like one example is he shoots this guy, and he shoots the guy in the neck, and the guy's bleeding, and he's all of a sudden Chopper, Bana's character, is, oh God, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? You're gonna be okay. It's like, well, you're the one who shot him. But that's how this guy reacted. Is like he reacted out of anger, and then, oh, what have I done? But that's the first time I ever saw Eric Bana, and I've followed him ever since. He was even in a Star Trek film.
That's right.
He played the bad guy in Nemesis, I believe it was. But anyway, Untamed is another one of those stories about a small town murder mystery kind of thing. It's littered with cliches. There's no question about it. You watch it, and you're familiar with almost everything that's going on in it. But it still works. It still works out okay because the cast is good. There's this new thing, and I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not going to tell you who or what. But there's this thing they've been doing a lot in films and television shows lately that drives me crazy. And that's main characters talking to dead people. Now, the dead people aren't really in the room with them. They're not really ghosts. They're in their imagination. They're in their brain. And that you see that in almost every single project these days. And sure enough, that happens in Untamed as well. I'm getting a little tired of that. You need to move on from that and let's do something different. But again, Eric Bana is worth definitely watching it for. And it is well written, even if it is a little cliche as far as those kind of stories go. And I haven't finished it yet, so maybe it'll surprise the bejesus out of me. What are you pointing at? What about Jeff?
Well, we didn't mention.
Oh, you're probably wondering where Jeff Genet is. So are we.
Yeah.
Come on, Jeff. It's already... No.
I mean, you got that big, humongous land yacht to drive.
He did say that he had training this week, so he's getting his CEUs, continuing education units. I know that term from my pest control days. But Jeff will be back next week, and we'll get lots to talk about. We're going to talk about Stanley, which is a 1972 movie that I made these two watch.
Yes, yes, he did. He strapped us to chairs with our eyes glued open.
It was a movie that I saw as a kid in theaters, at the Ventura Theater, as a matter of fact. And it always stuck with me, and I wanted to see it again to see if it was what I remembered it was. And it actually was. It was actually also, and this is a spoiler for next week's show, it was actually a little better than I thought it was at first. We'll leave it at that till next week. Yeah. But Stanley is about a Vietnam War vet who returns with PTSD, and his best friends are snakes. I mean, truly, his best friends are snakes.
All kinds of different snakes.
Yes, snakes that probably wouldn't exist where he is, as a matter of fact.
Well, yeah.
But I did do some research and learned a little bit about those snakes. But we'll talk about that next week. So Stanley, we'll talk about next week. Fantastic Four, we'll talk about next week. What have you watched? More of your vintage programming?
Yes. This one show, I think there's only 3 seasons of it. It's called Sue Thomas, FBEYE. And
I'm sorry, say that again?
EYE. Sue Thomas, FBEYE.
The buoy?
FBI. Now that's the way they say it. It's Sue Thomas FBI. It's a story about, it's based on true fact. It's about a woman who grew up.
Is this a Canadian series?
It was shot in Canada, but it takes place in DC.
Oh, okay.
And it's about the American FBI. And this woman, Sue Thomas, is she's deaf. And she learned how to sign language and read lips as a young girl. And as she gets older, she ends up with a hearing dog, like a seeing eye dog, except this is a dog who can hear and alerts her to what's going on. And she ends up joining the FBI. Now you would think, a deaf woman joins the FBI. Well, yeah, it happened. You can research it, Sue Thomas, FBEYE. And they only did 3 seasons, and the reason why it only went 3 seasons because apparently it was really good. As far as what the critics liked, the network that produced it decided they were going to go on a different journey.
What'd they do?
It stopped.
They cancel it? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, okay, here's one thing. The critics may like it all they want, but if not enough people are watching it, it's going to get canceled.
That's true. It's really good. The young lady, and I wish I could remember her name, who plays Sue Thomas, actually is deaf in real life. She can read lips and she can sign language. And it's amazing. Even some of the actors that come in there are the same way. As a matter of fact, one of the actors that's in it who in real life, a deaf person is in real life her husband, but he just plays an associate of hers.
That's interesting. That's how
Mhm.
that's nice to hear that they're doing that. And another thing I like about those kind of shows is the other actors who are hearing actors, they end up learning the sign language to
Yeah.
interact with their co-stars. And I think that's cool too. That's a language I'd like to learn. I'd like to learn sign language.
I mean, I know a few Italian sign languages.
Don't do those here.
I won't.
Yeah, that's not those kind of sign language.
I know how to do number one
Again,
sign language, but no, I would.
yeah, let's not do that here.
But I can do this. That's
So where are you watching this at?
Tubi.
Tubi.
There's so many good things on Tubi. Oh, I caught the tail. It was probably the last 20, 30 minutes of a movie, an old Burt Reynolds movie that was released in '69. I watched this yesterday, or a day before. Sam Whiskey. Oh, it was funny.
Where did you see Sam Whiskey at?
On Tubi. Oh, no, not
on
Tubi. Pluto.
Pluto.
Because I was looking for something else, and this popped up. I'm going, oh,
I'd like to see that.
it's very fun. It's a period piece. Takes place.
So it's not a Western?
Yes,
Okay.
it is a Western, but it takes place. I guess. Anyway, it's got Angie Dickinson in it.
Really?
Clint Walker. Clint Walker, who played Bowie in the TV series Bowie back in the 50s, 60s. It's a very early Burt Reynolds movie, and it's fun.
Yeah. Well, Burt made a lot of those movies back then. Some of them good, some of them not so good. What was the one where he played the American Indian?
Oh, I knew that was going to come up.
Whatever it is, I found the soundtrack for it at a thrift store once, and I bought it just based on the cover. I still have that soundtrack album. What was that called?
I can't remember.
Navajo Joe.
Yeah.
That Navajo Joe.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. But not a very good movie from what I understand. I have never seen the movie, but I own the score. Weird, huh?
I mean, I remember a very, very, early TV series. I don't know if it was his first one or what, but it was called Riverboat.
Yep.
They did with Darren McGavin. And because of that movie, I broke my left wrist.
Because of the movie?
Yeah, or the TV series.
How?
It takes place. The TV show takes place on a riverboat.
Yep.
I guess on the Mississippi.
That may be why it's called Riverboat.
Right.
I'm just guessing.
And there's a railing. You'd always see these people. They'd run up to the railing, put one hand on the railing, and jump over into the water. Well,
they do that a lot in that show?
Oh yeah. Well, where we lived, across the street and down, there was a house that had one of these huge Southern type porches that had a railing going around it.
Okay.
And my friends lived there, and we were all playing one day, and I don't remember if we were playing riverboat or whatever. And I ran up to it, put one hand on the railing, and jumped over. The weird thing is, one of my feet got caught on the railing.
This is before the days of America's Funniest Home Videos, by the way.
And it flipped me over, and when I landed on my left wrist, and it broke.
So not
And
because of the movie, because you were an idiot kid.
Aren't most kids
Yeah,
idiots at
but
that
don't
age?
blame the movie.
Yeah, I was like,
I mean, I've done many things because of the movies too.
I was like 9 or 10 when that happened. And to this day, I still remember my mom rushed me to her doctor, her boss. My mom worked for a doctor at that time. She rushed me to him, and they had to set my wrist. And I remember
if it's broke, yeah.
They knocked me out with, I guess,
Knockout drop?
ether, whatever. And after I came to, I was explaining what the sensation that I had, and I kept saying, I kept seeing these steel spheres coming, these giant steel spheres coming towards my head and then veering off at the last minute. And the nurse said, probably what it was, she was putting drops of water on because my head was tilted, on here, and the water would roll down, get to here, and then roll off. And that was probably my
Or
sensation.
you were transported to Phantasm.
That could be too. But probably my first experience of hallucinations.
That's interesting what the mind can come up with.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, I was a stupid kid too. I remember I had a toy gun like we all did back then, and it was one of those Western guns. And in the movies, the cowboys always knock the windows out with the butt end of their guns. So I knocked a window out of our garage door with a butt of my gun. I don't remember much after that, and there's probably a good reason for that.
Did your dad knock you out?
I don't remember. So anything's possible. But yeah, that's I mean, you do that when you're a kid. You mimic things like that, and was it the show's fault? No. Was it my fault being a stupid kid? Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad that Josh never really had any of those kind of things, because I taught him that movies were pretend very early. I remember my son watched Night of the Living Dead when he was 10. Way too young to watch Night of the Living Dead. But I told him, I said, these guys are just pretending. There's no such thing as zombies. These guys are pretending. I didn't use the word acting because I don't think he would have understood it. Pretending he understood. And, he'd grown up okay.
So it's your fault.
What's my fault?
Because he likes all that type of
Oh,
zombies and gore and
if I passed on anything to my son, it was good taste.
Yeah.
So he's a Godzilla fan. He's a heavy metal fan. He went a little too far into heavy metal. He started listening to all this crust stuff that I can't get into, but he loves it. So anyway, what else is out there that we've seen? Oh, Happy Gilmore. So Happy Gilmore 2 is out today out yesterday actually on Netflix. It is, of course, the sequel to
Happy Gilmore.
So I went back and I watched Happy Gilmore again because I haven't seen it since it was in theaters originally. Happy Gilmore 2 not in theaters. Happy Gilmore 1 was in theaters, and I enjoyed it. It's just a fun, silly, goofy movie with a big heart, and it's one of those movies that's in the middle of the Sandler movies. Because Sandler either goes totally, utterly insane, like he does in the Outrageous Six or whatever that Western he made was. God, that movie was ludicrous. Or he goes to the opposite end where he's, the cobbler. He plays the cobbler.
That was a good.
It's a great movie and also a very quiet role for him. This one's kind of in the middle because you can't say that Happy is quiet by any stretch, but its heart is so strong in that movie, and you just love Happy Gilmore. You just fall in love with the character, even though he has a serious anger management problem. And by the way, the movie started out and it kind of took me for a loop because it's been so long since I've seen it, because he's a hockey player. I'm all, wait, he's a golfer, not a hockey. What did I miss here? Well, you find out that he's a hockey player that can't get on a team, so he takes up golf just because he can hit the heck out of the ball. So anyway, it was.
Boy, does he hit the heck out of that ball.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. And then my buddy Devin, who does the Enemy Alcohol show on Sundays here on Rough Edge FM, he saw the sequel and he said it was great. He said it was just terrific, which it had to be. You don't want to take something like Happy Gilmore, and which is part of your legacy. People think Adam Sandler, they think Happy Gilmore. You don't want to lose that legacy. You don't want to screw up. You don't want to tarnish it by making a bad sequel. So now I haven't seen it myself, but Devin did like it. And also the same thing applies to the new Spinal Tap movie. You don't want to tarnish that original Spinal Tap movie.
Yeah.
So you got to be cautious about it. Have you seen the trailer for the new Spinal Tap movie?
No. The only thing that I've seen is previous shots from the original.
Yeah. They re-released the original too.
Yeah.
But this is the sequel. And Paul McCartney is in it. And he's being interviewed by somebody, and they ask him about lyrics. He goes, "What do you think about lyrics?" And and Paul McCartney, ad-lib and all of this, says, "Well, think about it. Pink Torpedo, that's literature. That's literature." And then you got Elton John at the end of the trailer, and he's on stage with Spinal Tap during their final show doing Stonehenge. How'd you get Elton John to do Stonehenge? It looks like a lot of fun. So, but again, it better all be good, because otherwise it will tarnish that original's mystique.
And for me, one of the best things that came out of Spinal Tap, the original, was most amps go to 10. Why does yours go to 11? One more.
Why don't you just make it 10, but make it louder? Well, this one goes to 11. It's so classic.
I use that when people say 1 to 10, where do you play? I go 11.
I'm looking forward to it, and I hope
Yeah.
they don't. It doesn't look like they screwed it up, but it's maybe too early to tell. We're out here in nature. We just had a
Yeah.
bird fly by.
This is nice.
This is nice. I wish I had a sausage McMuffin, but other than that, it's okay.
Mm.
We were going to go to Harbor Cove Cafe, but I forgot, and I didn't talk to Randy about it yesterday. But they play tiki music in the background, and it was too loud for us because we can't have the tiki music seep into the podcast because we'll get busted for copyright. So we had to move out here. But this is nice. This is nice.
Mhm.
This is out where Adam from the Grape has his boat on one of these docks out here. So
Oh, there it is.
we'll go find him in a minute. And
There it is. I'm pointing all over the place. It's out there
I'm pointing
someplace.
all over the place too.
Hey, you said don't do that.
It's off camera.
Oh, that's true. Too.
So what else we got going on?
There was something I watched. Oh, I woke up early. I got to tell you this while I'm thinking about it.
Oh God.
My grandniece, Lily, has been in a
Real grandniece or fake grandniece?
No, real grandniece.
Okay, just checking. Don calls everybody younger than him niece or nephew.
Yeah.
So
No, Lily is my sister, my real sister Tony's granddaughter.
okay. Wait
Anyway,
a minute, you have fake sisters?
Yeah.
I should have known. Okay, go ahead.
I got fake brothers,
Didn't know that.
fake mom.
Huh? Dude's weird. Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, she is I call her a softball phenom. She is, every sport that she does, she's great. She's in a tournament in some town in Georgia, not Georgia, Alabama, not far from whatever. Anyway,
Georgia.
yeah, there you go. They started on Tuesday, and they've been playing every day since. So far, they've done 9 games. They lost their first one, have won the rest, and they have another game that's supposedly started in about 8 minutes. I woke up this morning because leg cramps twice. The first time was around 12:30 this morning. The second time was around 5:30, which was just as well because the game that got rained out yesterday started this morning at 6 o'clock our time. So I got to watch that entire game, which they decimated that other team.
Poor kids.
And the thing is, I'm watching both these teams, and they're wearing the exact same colors. Red jerseys, black pants. And it's like, okay, wait a minute. All right, that's Lily's number. Wait a minute, that's Lily's number. Wait,
So they were clones?
yeah. But I find more enjoyment watching their softball team, college softball team, high school and college baseball, and high school and college football. Find it more entertainment than I do professional baseball and football.
This has been the sports moment on the Backseat Mogul Show.
Anyway, I had to get that out. You go, Lily Johnson, and your team. They're called Smoke.
Smoke?
Smoke.
So they're sponsored by a
Nope.
marijuana dispensary?
Oh, well, no. They're from Texas. So
there's the fires?
no, well, they did get rain from, unfortunately, that flooding that happened.
That was horrible.
Yeah. But this tournament, it's fun to watch these kids. So, I got some news.
You already had 20
well,
minutes of news.
I know, it's going back to sports again. The YMCA has started doing pickleball.
Oh, I'll tell Shelly.
That's why I mentioned it.
Yep. The wife is big time into pickleball. So what do they have, courts?
Yeah.
Or they convert the tennis courts?
I think they converted the tennis courts.
Yeah, because you can do that. You can put 2 pickle courts on 1 tennis court.
So I was going to mention it last week and totally forgot.
That's good.
So thought you'd let
I will
Shelley know.
I will let Shelly know.
Is your mom into pickleball yet? Well, yeah,
No, she was, but she had a serious pickleball injury. As funny as that sounds, it was a serious
Yeah.
pickleball injury. She called me that day and said that I really hurt myself playing pickleball. And I actually laughed at her because I thought she was joking. And then she said, I really hurt. I said, oh. And so I drove over to her house, and she was just getting back from pickleball. She got out of the car, and her pinky was bent this way. It's like, that's not good. We need to get you to the hospital.
Yeah.
So we took her there, and she
Dislocated or broken?
it was broken.
Okay.
And she also had, her face was all scarred up, got cut up. But she's fine now, but she's scared to play pickleball again for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
So, but it did lead to a PSA that we do play occasionally on our shows about the dangers of pickleball. So it looks like we talked about Fantastic Four.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't talk about Ozzy.
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne. 17 days after his final performance, he passed away. What's interesting about that? 17 days after his last performance, Lemmy passed away. So they each played a show and died 17 years later, 17 days later. Guy raised like $150 million for charity at that show, and then, passed away. We all knew he was sick, but it was still a surprise that it came so quickly after that final show, even though it was kind of hard to watch the final show.
Yeah.
Even though he pushed through like a champ and did a pretty good job, it was still a little sad. So
I'm wondering, you hear about different people, whether they're in entertainment or just regular folk, who they will retire from doing something, and before you know it, they've passed on. And could it be because maybe their internal clock decides, there's nothing else left to do?
Neither Lemmy or Ozzy retired, so that doesn't really apply.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, Ozzy slowed down at the end because he was sick, not because he retired. Lemmy, of course, I mean, they both played a show 17 days before they died, so they're not retired. And Lemmy was still on tour, so that's another difference. It wasn't like he was playing a one-off final show. He was still on tour when he played his final show. So it has nothing to do with retirement. I know what you're saying. There are people that, many people I've known that retire and don't have anything to do, and they kind of just fade away. And it's not been my case. I retired, and I'm working just as much as I did then, but only doing the things I want to do, like this show, like all of our shows and my books. Don't do it, and and what have you.
Have you read any good books lately?
Yes, I'm reading a good one right now. It's L is for Lawless by Sue Grafton. She wrote 25 books. You probably have heard of her because her books were all the alphabet books. A is for arrest. B is for something else.
Bad.
Okay, that's not what they are, but there's something like that. And she wrote 25 of them, and then she got to Z and she passed away.
Oh.
So she never was able to finish her series. And publishers have gone to her asking the family if they could have somebody else finish the last book. And she said that's not what she wanted. So there never will be a Z is for zebra or whatever it might have been. We'll never see that, which is too bad. But,
which I'm surprised one of her family members didn't. Well, let's go.
I think
we'll look through all of her notes and see if we can come up with something.
Somebody could do it. I mean, when Robert B. Parker died, Ace Atkins took over. I thought he did a good job. But
see that dog?
Yes.
That's the big dog. That's the same type of dog they used in Sue Thomas FBI.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Looks just same color. It looks just like.
Look at that. We got a couple of dogs here going for a walk. Oh, that's no worries at all.
Bye, guys. Have a good walk. But anyway, yeah.
So that's funny. That dog is one that was in that show. What is FBI AEWPQ? What does that mean?
Okay. EYE, I as in eyes.
Okay. Internal web.
No, not
entrance.
Web. Wouldn't be
backside.
I'm sorry.
What is
it's not EW. It's EYE as in eyes.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
EYE.
Yeah. So instead of FB.
So it's FBI.
I. It's.
Oh, so they're being cute with the I.
Right.
Okay, I get it now. I get it.
because she reads with her eyes. She can read lips. And like the FBI, we've gotten back onto Sue Thomas, FBEYI, EYE.
PQWN.
They will video a perp, a criminal, because they don't have the audio. She can read their lips.
Oh, that makes sense.
And apparently, like I said, this is based on true story, and it helped close a lot of cases.
Okay, that's pretty cool. By the way, that's one of the things we had just had this couple come up with their dogs. You saw them walk off in the distance there, and she was apologizing because she would, we were doing the show and she realized that she was talking to us and realized what we were doing. But that's part of the beauty of doing a show like this out in the wild is running into people who are, just happen to be living their lives, and you get to say hello to them and something that's something that Kevin Brannon, who does the Real English podcast, he loves that. We did a show at the sports extravaganza down here at the fairgrounds, and he's a big part of that. And we had a table set up, and we were doing live podcasts, interviewing people from different vendors and different members of the exposition. And during every single interview we did, people would come up to Kevin and start saying hi to him, from people who weren't involved at all. And they were interrupting the interview, but it was perfect because it just showed people how much everybody just loves Kevin.
Now obviously there's a lot of people there.
Yeah.
How did that play?
I don't know.
I mean, you have all that background noise and all that.
You know what? We use these microphones, and I think that it canceled it out because they were playing a radio station right next door to us. And I thought, there's no way we're going to be able to air this. But when I played it back, it was clear. We probably could have done that down at Harbor Cove Cafe today, because there's two methods here. If we use the camera mic, it captures everything.
Yeah.
These mics aren't supposed to. They're supposed to be noise canceling. So it might have worked down there as well, but it might not have.
That's true too.
So, and also I didn't want to, they were pretty busy, and I didn't want to take up a table or something like that at Randy's place. And there was no table to sit at like this. There was, but in fact, I think he's got tables exactly like this now.
I got to tell you, Harbor Cove Cafe, it's a great place for food. It's a great place for drinks, whether it's alcoholic or non-alcoholic.
But better alcoholic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're almost at the end of Spinnaker to Ventura Harbor.
I always say, just when you think you've gone too far, that's where you'll find it.
Yeah.
And we went there last night, had a couple of Mai Tais and some fries, because Friday is Mai Tais and fries night. Mai Tais were superb as always. Chase, also known as Zazu Prime, made us our Mai Tais, and they were delicious.
Did you wear a tie?
No.
You said Mai.
Not that. I will never wear a tie again if I can help it.
Because of that, you're welcome.
No.
Oh,
because I don't have to anymore. I had to wear them at work occasionally, and I despise them.
That was me when I used to do watch repair. I wore a tie, and I had some really nice ties.
Weren't you afraid the tie would get caught up in the watch mechanism and pull your head down?
I was hoping it would. But I wore ties. I had ties from the big wide ones from the 70s.
We're not going to talk about ties. I hate ties.
I even
hate
had
them. I'm just
Western
glad.
Bolos.
I said we're not going to talk about them.
But
I'm not going to talk about them.
I wasn't going to go with the ties.
Yes, you were. You had another tie story.
Well, no.
Anyway, I don't have to wear them. I will never wear one again. And I told Shelly, if I'm in my coffin, I do not want a tie.
People are going to come in. They're just going to dump a bunch of ties in.
I got so many ties. It's ridiculous.
Did you ever make
I should throw them all away.
kite tail with your ties?
What? No.
You fly a kite?
No, I barely ever flew a kite.
Yeah, okay.
You know what?
I've been as high as a kite.
You know what a kite does when you fly it?
It
flies.
Crashes.
Flying a kite.
It's eaten by a tree.
Flying a kite is fun when you're a kid, or if you're a professional. I saw a guy out here. It wasn't a kite, but coming out here, he had a homemade airplane, and it was not one of the models that look like a. They have the models that look exactly like the B-52s or whatever. This was it was made out of kite material. It was obviously handmade with wire and kite material, and it was doing loops and stuff, and it was really cool.
Nice.
And that might be fun. But kites are. What are you gonna do? Discover electricity?
Who else you reading?
What did I read recently? I just read a big long novel. Well, I just read a Robert B. Parker novel. I read a book that Josh asked me to read, and I can picture the title, the cover right now, but I can't think of the title. But it was a lot like The Stand, but not. It was different enough that it worked okay. And it's a very popular book too. If I could think of the name, you'd all know it, but I can't research it because you're looking at my phone. So yeah, I can't remember that. But I only read one book at a time. I can't read multiple books. I know there's people that can do that. My wife can do that. She can be doing 4 books at a time, and it's like, I don't know how you keep them straight. But so I'm just reading. I'm reading the Sue Grafton now. I want to read a Lee Child next. I've only got a few more Lee Child books before I catch up, and I don't want to catch up. I want to get my Jack Reacher fixed, but I don't want to run out of Jack Reacher, you know?
I've amassed a small collection of Lee Child Jack Reacher books, and I haven't read any of them yet because I want to start from the beginning.
You need
and
to.
I don't have the beginning yet.
There's one book in particular that ends, and the next book picks up right where it left off. And if you don't know what's happening, you'll be very puzzled what's going on. So people tell you don't have to read books in order like those, but you do. I think it works better. I know it works better for me.
Now, I've seen the Tom Cruise Reacher movies, which totally enjoyed.
Yeah.
The TV series is just fantastic.
TV series is exactly what the books are.
I will watch those, but as far as reading, when you read a book, you get more into it. At least I do. It's not that I'm becoming one of the characters. I just feel like I'm just...
Well, you're telling the story in your mind.
Exactly.
As opposed to somebody telling you the story on the screen.
Right. And
that does make a difference, even though there are some movies that are better than the books they're based on.
Oh, yeah. I mean, one of the reasons I like the R. Scott Bolton books, which are available on Amazon.com. If you've got Amazon Prime, you get free delivery. The different genres. Did I say that word right?
You did.
Wow, that surprises me. You too. From science fiction to private detectives to pest control, which I'm looking forward to that one.
Pest control, which one's that?
Miller and Breeze.
Oh, there's one of the guys is a pest control guy, yeah.
Oh, and also there's Neath. Oh, talk about that's your Halloween book right there.
You know what's tough about that though is that I don't want to write one particular genre. I want to write whatever. The next book I'm writing is just a pure action, Chuck Dixon smash 'em up.
Right, and these I feel like you said, I am formulating it in my brain.
Well, yeah, that's the beauty of books. Somebody's giving you the words and you're imagining it in your mind. You create the movie in your mind. But the thing with the genres is that I'm not supposed to do that. These days they want authors to write in one particular genre. Every agent that I've contacted, well, what genre do you write? Oh, I'm multi-genre. Yeah, I can't help you. It sucks because I don't want to just write one type of book. Now, the books that are mine that are the most popular are the Brace Heller novels. That's a detective here in Ventura. And people always ask me when Bowling Bag in the Backseat came out. It's a standalone
That's
book.
the latest.
Yes. When that came out, people said, well, is this a Brace Heller book? No. Well, you can still read it. It still tells a good story, but they're so used to that character and they like what he does and who he is. And so I realized that I got to write a Brace Heller book every year. And there's a new one coming out in November.
I call Bowling Bag in the Backseat a hubcap book.
Okay.
Because the guy drives for hubcap.
Many of my characters drive for hubcap.
Well, there you go.
Because hubcap I have a small universe in my books and everybody's in that universe. And it doesn't matter what era they're from or what area they're from, they're always in that universe. So there always will be the hubcap rideshare. There will always be characters interacting with somebody. Brace Heller is going to make a special appearance in one of these books that's not a Brace Heller book. He's just going to be involved in it. Because I've actually created a new detective character that I'm playing with right now.
You know, one of the things I really, really enjoy about Scotty's books, and by the way, this is R. Scott Bolton,
I think they know
author,
that.
Who has
Why are you touching me?
Who has a plethora of books available on Amazon.com. I just love saying that word.
It's 8 books. I'm not sure that's a plethora or not.
But anyway, and as I always say, my favorite is Dead Dick. It's about
Now, how would you genreize that?
Fantasy.
See, it's action,
Science
fantasy,
fiction,
detective.
Demons.
No, that's not genres.
Oh, that's true.
So it's action, fantasy, detective, probably other stuff. And see, that's the whole thing. I didn't write it because it was part of a genre. I wrote it because that's a story I wanted to tell.
The majority of these books, with maybe the exceptions of the H.B. Fist series, what is it, 3 or 4?
3.
3. And because I can't remember, I read them so long ago. The majority of them take place in and around, for the most part, Ventura County.
H.B. Fist lives in Ventura on the hills.
Okay, well, there you go. They all have something to do with Ventura County, California, on the West Coast.
And I might as well make the announcement here. Next year, one of the books that I'm publishing will be the 25th anniversary edition of Killed by Death, the first book that I wrote. I'm basically rewriting the whole thing because I've learned a lot as a writer in 25 years. And so I'm not rewriting the whole thing. I'm editing the whole thing. So it's going to have a different feel to it. It's going to have a different freshness. It'll be better.
Same car?
Oh yeah, that's not going to change.
Yeah.
Then I'd have to change all the books.
No, that's true.
So no, the car stays the same. I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to it'd be better. It'll be a better read. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, 25 years since I published my first book, and that's basically one book a year for everyone I've sold.
Available on Amazon.com. R. Scott Bolton, author.
Or rscottbolton.com will also get you there.
And you buy these books. Some are downloads, some are paperback. A few in the early days are hardback.
All are Kindle or paperback.
And you get a hard copy. And when I say hard paperback, Scotty will autograph it for you.
Of course. I'll autograph your Kindle if you'd like.
Yeah. Scratch it into
not recommended. Not recommended.
Maybe the back.
Yeah. So I also want to see that movie Eddington. Josh was supposed to go see that last night, but they decided to stay home instead. And that's that new modern Western from the director of, I always want to say Somerset. That's not it. Jeff told us last week. The guy's best known and Insidious, I think. He's best known for horror movies, but he did this modern Western that's very controversial. River Phoenix is one of the stars in it. Nick Offerman is one of the stars in it. And I think it sounds very interesting. And I like things that are weird, that are quirky. I mean, I'm a huge David Lynch fan, and you don't get weirder or quirkier than David Lynch. So, what is that?
Ari Aster. And not him?
Yes, but what's the films that he did? Ari Aster is the director.
Oh, I'm sorry. I pulled up Eddington.
Yeah. I think it's Insidious, and it's not Somerset, but it's something like that.
It's Midsommar.
Midsommar, yes, Midsommar.
Eddington, Hereditary.
Hereditary, not Insidious. Oh, Hereditary is pretty weird too.
Beau is Afraid.
See, I haven't seen that, and that's another one with River Phoenix that a lot of people just hated. Very controversial.
River Phoenix?
No, his brother, Joaquin. If River was doing it, it'd be a very impressive performance.
They brought him back?
Yeah, it'd be a very impressive performance. Joaquin Phoenix is with him in both of those. I think Joaquin Phoenix is in Eddington too. Mm-hmm. But I want to see what he does with this modern Western. I'm very curious how that happens. What's that one again? See, I go back to Somerset instantly.
Oops, come back here. I hate it when I hit the wrong button.
John's looking that up while I'll tell you the story. I believe it was Josh and I and our friend Brad Clark went to see this movie at the theaters. And this experience was almost identical to the experience that I had recently when John and I went to see Bring Her Back. Oh. Did you find it?
Was it Beau is Afraid?
No, the one before that.
Hereditary?
Nope.
Eddington?
Nope.
Begonia?
No, Summer something.
Dream. Oh, Midsommar.
Midsommar. One of these days I'll remember that, Midsommar. So anyway, we're watching Midsommar, which is a vastly disturbing and twisted movie. It's really bizarre. But we're watching that, and when the movie ends, Brad turns to me and Josh and he goes, what the hell did I just watch? Which is almost exactly what John said after Bring Her Back.
Oh, there is a. I like to play.
Midsommar. I'm going to keep saying it until I get it right.
Like games on my phone when I'm bored and have nothing else better to do.
Is Midsommar one of them?
No.
I'm just trying to keep that name in mind.
No. But there is an English police procedure called Midsummer Murders.
Summer?
Spelled different.
Midsommar. Okay, go ahead.
Anyway.
Midsommar.
Which is, what's it called again?
Midsommar.
Okay. One more time.
Somerset. I knew I would go back. I need to fade back. Yeah.
I lost my train of thought. Well,
of course you did.
Yeah. What was I going to say?
You're talking about how much you love Bring Her Back, and you
can't
Bring Her
yeah. Oh. These games,
it's
I like
a disturbing horror movie. Some of these movies are scary and silly, like the Friday the 13th and the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. But those are disturbing horror movies, and they leave a mark.
These games that I play, like not backgammon, spades, hearts, solitaire. When you finish the game, then a commercial pops up.
Yeah.
And this one commercial I can't stand. It's about this person that came up with these things to help little children learn how to do cursive, how to print properly, And then they show this one little girl, she says, and I got these for my granddaughter. And the picture is the little girl. She looks up at the camera, throws her arms up like this, and all I can envision is that.
Bring Her Back.
Oh, God. So whenever that pops up, I do this.
Nope, can't watch that. It reminds you too much of that.
What? Probably one of the most disturbing movies that I have ever seen. And I do not. No, I will. If they come out with a sequel, no. Not gonna do it.
I don't think they'll come out with a sequel, but those people will come out with more movies. You know what? They get their next movie's a sequel. I probably shouldn't have said that. It's not a sequel to Bring Her Back, but it's a sequel to their other movie. So they probably do sequels after all.
And the actress who played the weird one, she's good.
Great. She's so good. She was in The Shape of Water. That was neither one of us. That was something out there.
That was
in Boatland. Let me. I'm going to give you a little picture of the Boatland here. Hang on one second, and then we're going to end the show here. But just wanted to just see where we're at today, doing our podcast from.
It's a little overcast, but it's nice.
It's a little overcast, but you can always go down to Harbor Cove Cafe, sit inside, and have a cocktail and lunch. So, matter of fact, that's a pretty good idea.
Just a little bit because you're.
Well, I'm almost done. I don't care.
There you go.
Watch, we'll zoom. Okay. Anyway, this is fun doing this out here.
Yeah.
We'll see how it turned out. And sorry, neither one of us had our notes. Tried to go off the top of our heads, and it was not easy, especially because we haven't been to the movies lately.
Oh, when we talked about Ozzy, we lost so many people this past week.
It was a bunch in a group.
Malcolm Jamal Warner,
Hulk Hogan, Chuck Mangione,
Connie Francis,
one of the guitar players from Rose Tattoo.
Yeah,
it was a rough week.
One of the guitarists from not 10cc, Radar. Who did Radar Love?
Rose Tattoo might have been my.
Oh, was that?
Yeah,
that was their name.
Yeah,
I thought it was a different.
I don't think so. Well, Golden Earring.
Yeah, Golden Earring.
Somebody from Golden Earring died too.
Yeah.
Maybe the guy was in Rose Tattoo as well.
Oh, could have been.
I don't know.
But really, it's like normally they say they go in threes. Well, we lost 5 or 6 this past week.
Okay, the 3 thing is a myth. Let's be honest. We group it together in our heads. It's like, oh, there's 3. There's actually only 2, but that guy's kind of a celebrity sometimes. This week was bad though.
And Chuck Mangione.
I mentioned Chuck Mangione.
Yeah. I knew I heard it someplace.
Yeah. It sucks. And here's the thing, and you young people out there, if there's any of you listening to this, you'll learn this. It's true. My friend David Huey once told me, and it's the most haunting thing he ever said to me. He said that his father told him that when your heroes start to die, you're getting old. Yeah. And our heroes are starting to die. So, but here's the thing. We still have Keith Richards. We still have Alice Cooper. As long as we have Alice Cooper, who's a vampire, and will probably be around longer than the rest of us,
Wait a
then
minute.
we'll be all right.
I thought, well, actually, I think they're both vampires.
They probably are.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of Alice Cooper, his new album came out yesterday. It's called The Revenge of Alice Cooper, and it features his original band.
Oh.
It's not any modern musicians on there. It's his original. It's the original Alice Cooper band. All of them, even the one who died. And they did that by taking some of his recordings and incorporating them into the new album. So it's a great album, especially if you liked early Alice Cooper, because it's got this truly vintage sound. Modern Alice Cooper music, he's using these terrific musicians like Orianthi and other people that they're just amazing. Anita Strauss, they're amazing, but they're modern guitar players. The old school guys play old school Alice Cooper music, and it sounds like stuff from Love It to Death and Billion Dollar Babies, and that's what you wanted from this particular album. So check it out if you get a chance, because it's definitely worth it. And he's on tour constantly, so you can see him wherever you want to.
I need to do a plug.
I may cut him off early, folks.
Rough Edge.
He's done. Oh,
roughedge.com, the Hard Rock Heavy Metal Report. Go to that website. Look up the
our review of that album will be out Monday.
well, and not just that album, but from the very beginning, going back to
1989.
89. When did we start doing the concerts and the reviews?
That was a couple of years later, like
Okay.
in the 80s and 90s. Yeah.
But look up the photos. You see a great photo of
They're in the
Lemmy.
archives section.
And the reviews.
Thousands of them.
Yeah.
Literally thousands of reviews we've done since 1989. That's a long time.
Yeah, I miss going to those concerts and doing that stuff. That
I
was
do
a
too.
lot of fun. And yes, I'm going to toot my own horn. Toot, toot. Oh, that somebody else already tooted.
That's
it.
right.
When I took photos, I never used a flash, and I'm quite surprised at how well a lot of those turned out.
Yeah, John had this old camera that was a 640. It was a VGA camera, 640 by 480.
It used a
And-
3.5 floppy.
And it took great little pictures for the time.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, some of the pictures he took, like especially the one of Lemmy with the fire thrower, who was a girl, by the way. It wasn't a device. It was a woman. It was a beautiful picture. It was perfect, but you couldn't even blow it up and save it today because it's so the dots per inch are so bad.
There could be, if somebody
You know
hasn't
what?
already, there might be a program out there.
I bet you AI would clean it up. I'm
Oh,
going to try that.
yeah.
I'll try see if I can get
It
AI
is
to
a
clean it up.
it is a great picture, and the pictures I took of Queensryche.
I wasn't even there that night. That was you and
Yeah.
Keith.
A lot of the pictures that I took, just like, I don't even remember how I got those effects. That little camera was so.
I don't
great.
think that he intended to get those effects, but they still worked.
Yeah. And like I said, one of the rules I was always told, no flash photography.
That's
Of course, there was a lot of other photographers out there using flash.
yeah, that's bad for it blinds the band and they can't see what's going on. So
But
it's not
I
good.
adhered
It's
to the
dangerous.
rules, and man, they were good.
You've heard it here first. John abides by the rules.
Well, those rules anyway.
No, you admitted it.
I didn't want to get.
You're a
thrown
straight
out.
edge. That's all there is to it.
Okay, doke.
All right, folks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. So, thanks for putting up with us today because we didn't have much of a show planned, but we did get one done.
It's a shotgun show. I like these.
It was worse than a shotgun show. It was a
Machine gun.
4-bore shotgun show. It's crazy because we had no notes. We're trying to go off memory, and it's 9 o'clock in the morning, so not everything's kicked in yet, if you know what I mean.
Oh, and no,
But-
I'm not going to sing the song from Cats.
No, you're not. And so anyway, we'll see you next week. Jeff will be back, and we'll be talking about Stanley, and also I'm sure he'll see Fantastic Four. And the seal is saying our time is up. So,
Hey, who knows? We might come back out here sooner than later.
we might. This has been fun.
Yeah.
So I got my little timer on the watch. My little button on the watch that ends the show. Bye-bye. Brought to you by The Grape, Ventura County's premier jazz venue and cocktail lounge, located at 2733 East Main Street in Ventura. For menu and music schedule, visit them online at thegrape.club.
This has been
a Rough Edge Studios production.